So the market collapses, predictably speaking. We were able to take advantage of it. What you need to know for the rest of the week in terms of strategies, how you could buy it, and how you can most phenomenally time it. This is the Newsbeat Show. Whoops. Seems like we weren't able to get that playing. Just give me a second here. We need of course, our little intro. Just want that to show up. Just give me one moment. Okay, let's go ahead and start this one over. One moment. Okay, what you guys can expect for the market ahead, the market collapse, how you could time the market, and how you could take advantage of it. This is the Newsbeat Show. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mark Melnick, Senior Trading Strategist at T3 Live, and we're going to talk about the markets. First, we're going to talk about the market collapse today, how the Algo Buster methodology is in effect and was very effective on a day like today. Also, please do not say we didn't warn you, and I don't mean to be that guy that says I told you so, but we told you so. And of course, a week of analysis and tip of the day. So, a lot of traders right now, we're going to start off with the market collapse. A lot of traders right now are feeling a little dejected. I have XIV up because it's vomitously low. Basically, hovering around 1750. The thing is basically went from $99 to 1750. So that's going to crush a lot of people. You have your VXX up tremendously, over 10 points after hours as well. That should be very interesting. And let's just see what happened today. We had a big down day. And what if you watch the Newsbeat Show number 11 from yesterday, it's readily apparent to you what actually happened. What actually happened in the markets is we called for a mini bear market. Those were my words. And not surprisingly, and I told you guys, you're probably wondering, like, oh, where is this coming from? Apple. Apple, 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 Apple. Predictably, Apple. They said if Apple's unable to hold up, we are going to enter in a mini bear market. Apple reports, they can't hold up, we collapse today. That is not a coincidence. That is what we talked about yesterday. And if you wish to watch the Newsbeat Show from yesterday, which if you haven't watched, I think is a good idea, we basically talked where you could buy this week and try not to bottom pick. We were calling this collapse, well, I mean, just before it happened. Our timing was pretty phenomenal in this. So Apple misses. The market collapses. I'm going to show you how to take advantage of it, how I'm going to take advantage of it, and what we're going to do. Very, 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 very simple level here. in the triple Qs. Just going to adjust my line. If we get down here tomorrow, which would be such a blessing, 154.06. I'm not saying we're getting there. I'm just saying that's where your major support is in the triple Qs, and we just really have to focus on certain things. I want to talk about some of the trades I did today, and then I'm going to get into exactly what you could do, or exactly what I'm going to do to capitalize on this market. So first, let's go into the algo buster methodology in effect. And does it work now? I just given our wildly popular course, the Algo Buster, trendline course known as the Algo Buster, the Melnick Reversal Method. How does it work now? And the market collapses, and I'm gonna bring up Amazon, little name that I was able to pull over 20 grand in today. But let's talk about what actually happened, because if you saw the emails I got, I literally felt like Miley Cyrus going to like a boys' high school and giving out her email and asking the boys how they felt about her performance, and it's like, "I love you, Miley. You're the greatest thing since sliced bread." So that happened here. So I'm looking at this, and we got an email for the room, and we're just going to go ahead and show you this was obviously the day, $138 range in Amazon. And I'm going to go ahead and read the email. Mark, I bought Amazon. I was a little late. I got in at 1338, and I was able to immediately sell. Over $1,400. The person had 500 shares. It was the biggest day that they've ever hit. It was really useful when the market was plummeting, when we had that hard plummet. The person is saying it was really easy when the market was plummeting, when you were saying that this is a buying opportunity and you started buying the market. So basically, this is what happened today, and I'm going to show you how you could have really caught the bottom here. So look, back to the triple Qs. Here's the 5-minute. We saw what happened today on the 5-minute. We really started plummeting here right, after pretty much 3 o'clock. We put in these massive bars in the triple Qs, like almost like a $2 drop on a 5-minute bar. And then we followed up with another just nasty plummet, and I just started buying the market. So I loaded up. I caught a very nice trade in Amazon. I hedged half of it with Google, and I ended up losing half on Google and making the full on Amazon. Very nice scalp trade for me, and a nice little 5-figure scalp trade. But that's what really helped in the Newsbeat live room. Now you might be wondering, Mark, why did you call it there? So I got this question this came from a handful of you. Why was I doing on the mic? The truth is, I traded the morning, and I pretty much shut up for the most part in the afternoon. I asked if you needed some technical analysis here or there, but I pretty much shut up. Why? Because, if you don't have anything smart to say, don't say anything at all. And I didn't feel like I could add value throughout the day. I was just basically telling you guys to take things slow, not trying to make any big moves, not any big home runs. That's what we talked about in the morning as well. But something changed. The market started just imploding upon itself as if it were a dying star. So why did I call it? Well, Amazon had the positive upgrades today. Amazon was holding up better than the majority of names. And somebody asked me, Mark, how did you know Amazon would bottom there? And the answer is very simply going back to the Algo Buster method. So was Amazon possible? It's the first question we're asking here. Was Amazon possible to call a bottom in? And the answer is yes. I hate to make it sound so simple, but this is what the course teaches you. 1327.22, my algorithmic support line for Amazon. It blips down to 1320 and explodes up. To let you know what this looked like on a 5-minute chart, it looked like this. And this is legitimate, by the way. It legitimately plummeted 81 points. And people in the room were buying Amazon, McDonald's, all these other companies. I'll tell you why they were buying McDonald's shortly, because I was actually trying to buy calls in that one unsuccessfully, but I caught other names, thankfully. And that's how we called the bottom of Amazon. Simple algo Buster method. We literally, the algos flushed the stock down. We saw as perfect as you could get as a call, you want to talk 1320s in Amazon, even though it plummeted 7 points from my level. That's as close as you get when a stock has a $138 drop. So we're able to catch that. Now, next one was, could have we bought Baidu in the first few minutes, just using the Algo Buster method? Could have we bought Baidu in the first few minutes of the day? And that's pretty much one of the first things I did in the morning. And let me show you, I need to show you why. So it's very nice. You guys see in real time the stocks I'm buying. You see my entries. You see my positions. You hear me call it out. You hear me talk about it before I buy it. So really, right or wrong, and I'll be wrong, you get real-time information. So here's a 5 minute of Baidu. Here's the trend line I have from the morning, this right here. Algo Buster method, it opened up, it flushed through, we were able to buy it, and literally the stock exploded up throughout the entire day. Pretty much popped 10 points from where we bought it, which was about 11 points from the low of the day. And just using the Algo Buster method, again, sorry for hiding that chart, right here is the line. It opened up here on the 5 minute, plummeted, and went up throughout the rest of the day. So it was a very easy, clean catch on Baidu. And congratulations. Somebody in the room made $40,000 and sent me a screenshot because I know the person personally, sent me a screenshot on their phone showing my McDonald's call. So they made a $42,000 trade. So what happened with McDonald's today? And could have we used the Algo Buster methodology to catch it? Could have we used basically the same thing you learned in your $195 trendline course to catch a big move like McDonald's? And the answer is it already happened. So getting a simple trend line here, the trend line support came down to 154.17. The day low on McDonald's was 153.86, and it exploded to the upside. Just to show you on a 5 minute what happened, this is dramatic. This you have to be quick on the timing. I get it. Generally, it's a lot smoother and it gives you ample opportunity to trade it. But pretty much 5 minutes after the bar close, it went from 153.86 to $165. It literally popped 12 points. Just being an astronomical trade in terms of the Algo Buster method. Just an absolute astronomical trade. And it was catchable. So if you are interested in the Algo Buster course, you have my email on bottom. You can reach out to me, or you could look in this description. I'm not sure if it's being offered there yet, but you could definitely reach out to me and ask any questions. mark.melnick@t3live.com. I'm always more than happy to answer anything on your radar. The next thing is, don't say we didn't warn you. So we were basically talking since, just watch the last few episodes of the Newsbeat Show. We're telling you this market is about to collapse. Today was the first time I actually tried some Q short for this year. So yesterday, if you remember on the Newsbeat Show, was the first time I've ever given you guys only bearish names with only bearish triggers and zero bullish names. We have a way of sensing these things ahead of time. We really understand the algorithms in this room. That's what the Algo Buster trend line is based off of. And it just gives us some of the most incredible, phenomenal, you had to be there to believe it type things to really be part of it. For the most part, though, I will say this. Traders who are holding longs today, traders who are sitting with their 401ks and things like that, I get it. It was a devastating day. So it doesn't sound like a day to be excited about. Some traders got very hurt on their intraday positions. I know I got stopped out of a few Forex trades today because of the market collapse at the time. So yeah, I also took some lumps with my gains. Thankfully, my gains were, definitely covered my lumps, but I definitely took some lumps today as well. So I understand that the market collapsed. I'm here to help you get through it, explain to you why it's a good thing, and explain to you that despite the fact that your longer term positions have inevitably lost value today for 99.99999% of people out there, and a lot of your intraday stuff and short term hold stuff might have lost value too, I'm going to explain to you right now why you should be excited. I'm not here to just rub it in your face, I told you so. I lost money too, but you know what? We're going to make a lot of money. Yep, I did. We're going to make a lot of money, and I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to repeat some of the things said yesterday on the Newsbeat Show number 11. Again, you can look up these things on Facebook and YouTube. You'll find them. But I'm going to tell you right now my tip in how to trade the market as well. So pretty much I'm going to combine. My game plan's actually kind of simple if you want. It's just WFC with a bearish trigger through 57.50. And of course, that was one of the names we're watching today. And just looking for today's low to break tomorrow on WFC. So that's my game plan. But I want to just go ahead and jump into my week of analysis and tip of the day, and the do not say we didn't warn you and why it's positive. I would never rub anything in anybody's face because I'm not a cruel SOB like that. I'm a good person, and we're going to capitalize on this, and we're going to make more money this week than what we lost. So let's first go ahead and let's start and say relax. The market has only crashed. I got an email today basically saying, Mark, I saw you in millions of dollars worth of scalp positions, and your voice was very calm and relaxed. It helped me remain calm and relaxed. I followed you on the Amazon trade. I was able to make over $7,000, and that was the best day that I had this year. So I think also it's kind of funny because I think it took a special thing to be able to talk through those trades. To be honest, when I was inside, the Amazon trade today, I just felt like taking my headset off, muting my mic, and shutting up. I did not feel like talking to you or anyone, nothing personal. I didn't want to talk to my wife. I didn't want to talk to my dog. I didn't want to talk to anybody in the world, unless there is one person I would want to speak to, and it's Ed McMahon, or the Publishers Clearinghouse or whatever. And if they were knocking on my door, yeah, maybe even not even so much then, but like that would be probably pushing the limits of who I was willing to speak to. However, I felt it was very important that I was vocal in the room. It was very important that I was explaining in the room. It was very important for me to say Amazon is probably going to break through 1410 here. We got the breakthrough 1410. I made a crushing trade in Amazon, and literally, like even to this day, like you take over 2,000 shares worth of Amazon in a market like this, I can literally, with my mouth open, like I could feel the pulse of my heart inside my mouth. It's like, because like your body just starts shooting with adrenaline and whatnot. And I just want to sort of explain that feeling of what it felt like to be in that position where I could have lost tens of thousands of dollars, but I ended up making. So, with a position like that, it's very hard to talk, and it really took. Normally I was never able to do that before. That's me evolving as a broadcaster, just to have the ability to talk when you're in a position of that size, and just really try to remain calm through that entire process. Like I was like, whew, like when that adrenaline starts pumping through your body, your first reaction is to start breathing faster. I started controlling my breathing, and it allowed me to react, very intelligently in that situation. That's something that probably not a lot of people talk about in the markets, especially in a crazy situation like that. So I want to talk to you guys and just basically say, relax, the market has only crashed, and what we could do from this point out. Yes, Priyanka, as we were saying, I was telling you guys to remain in cash. And I also told you guys that you could buy the market on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I do think we're going to have a major reversal this week. We'll be able to take a major long trade, not high conviction, but a sizable one, decent sized position. And I want to say this. Understand what you want to do and apply it. Understand what you want to do and apply it. That is a very important thing right now for the market. As a strategist here at T3, I think it's very important to tell you guys what you could really do, how you could approach the market. So what do I mean by what do you want to do and apply it? So here's the daily of the triple Q. So far, anything could change by tomorrow morning. We're gapped down about a buck from these levels. As the Qs obviously gap down. So I guess what I'm asking you now is, what do you want to do with the market? Do you want to short it? Do you want to go long it? I'm going to explain the psychology, how to do it, and of course, if you're a member of my room, you'll hear me do it in a real-time basis. But for those who are not, let me tell you my approach. So let's say I wanted to short the market. If you were to come in tomorrow morning and short the market, whether you're right or wrong, I'm not, who knows? Time will tell, right? Whether you're right or wrong, if you came in tomorrow and shorted the market, it would be absolutely chasing. You would be chasing the market short. Look at the number of red days in the triple Qs. If you were to just blindly throw money long at the market tomorrow, you would be attempting to successfully catch a falling knife. You see what I did there? I gave you two scenarios where it did not make sense for you to go long or short off tomorrow's open. So pretty much, depending on where we open, it doesn't pay to, short of some miraculous move to an algo buster trend line or something we taught you, it probably pays to just wait. Now, let me paint out the scenarios. Let's say I wanted to just go long, like 95% of traders out there. I wanted to just go long. So what I would do in a situation like this, let's say I'm that person, Amazon sort of hit our level already. Let's say I wanted to go long Google. So we understand the algo, oh my God, the algo buster method could have called the exact bottom on Google today. Check that out. Oh my God, I have to look for a different name. This methodology is kind of sick. Okay, beautiful. Let's use Netflix. That didn't hit a level that I can see. So let's say I wanted to buy Netflix, and Netflix is currently gapped down to $252, right over here. So where do I buy it? Well, me personally, I could say I want to buy Netflix at 237.01, the major support level. Is Netflix going to be down 17 points tomorrow? It's possible, unlikely though, right? So what does that mean? I'm probably not going to try to bottom fish Netflix. There might be another name, there might be another stock, there might be another level in which I look for to buy Netflix. But it's unlikely going to happen tomorrow unless I really want to just, chase or try to catch a falling knife. So basically what I'm saying is for all these potential short trades, right now, or long trades, just wait for your level. I know it sounds difficult. Ford's a good one. So let's say I want to buy Ford tomorrow. Here's my next support line. Here's my next algo buster line. I know I could buy it at 1013. Based on the elevated volume, 1013 probably breaks. If I'm blessed, it gets to maybe $10, 1005, 995, and I know I have a good conviction long trade in Ford tomorrow for at least a scalp, minimally. And I know that for myself, for what I do. So really, I want you guys to just really don't understand what you want to do and apply it. The next one is, don't feel obligated to be part of both sides of a trade. If you want to be the person buying long, wait for your levels. If you want to be the person selling short, wait for the up move in the market, whenever that will inevitably be. Wait for your resistance levels to hit, and then slap on the short trade. I know this sounds very 101. I know this sounds very obvious, but you would be surprised how simple clarity in a market like this can enlighten the most experienced and seasoned of traders. So don't feel also obligated to take heavy risk in this market. options equal your best friend in this market. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say there's XYZ, a stock XYZ at $50. XYZ was $70 3 days ago, but due to this market collapse, XYZ went from 70 to 50. Now, XYZ opens up tomorrow near your support line of $47. You want to buy XYZ. Here's the problem if you buy XYZ shares. You buy XYZ shares, maybe it goes to $46, $45, $44, $43. Now, most people would tell you, oh my God, that's almost 10%. You would have to be absolutely insane to hold that. But the truth is, given the fact that XYZ went from $70 to $47, taking a $4 or $5 risk is not a big deal. I had this discussion with actually somebody here in the firm, and I had this discussion actually with a hedge fund trader, and we were talking about Bitcoin, and we were basically talking about what's a valid risk reward for Bitcoin and Ethereum, because he's running a crypto desk at his firm, and they're buying a crap load of both, and obviously their portfolios are down. So basically, I talked to him and I was like, well, look, here's the thing. Bitcoin within a month went from basically 19K and change down to 7K. It was a 12K move. What do you think do you think $1,000 move in Bitcoin is astronomical? Do you think a $500 move in Bitcoin is astronomical? Now, most traders, you go to them and say, well, if you buy Bitcoin here, you should take $1,000 risk. They would think you're crazy. Oh my God, I have to risk $1,000? But if you're trading a name like Bitcoin, generally, yes, you do have to risk $1,000 or sometimes more. You're trying to catch a $2,000, $3,000 move in Bitcoin, which is very logical, right? Given how fast and hard it dropped. If you're trying to make 3,000 in Bitcoin, you're telling me risking 1,500 is too much? What did you think you were going to risk? So now here's the point I'm bringing to you with options. Let's say XYZ was at $70 3 days ago, 3 trading days ago, and it drops to $50, closes at $50 today, gaps down with the market tomorrow and opens up around 49. You see your support at 47, you buy it there. Now here's the problem with buying shares. Because if you buy like 1,000 shares and it goes from 47 to 42, you're out $5,000. You're screwed. If you bought in at 47 and you had a stop at 46, which is phenomenally tight given the fact that it just moved $23, your risk parameters, your stop loss parameters now must be increased drastically. If you're not comfortable with that, it's probably a good idea that you're not trading much this week or at all. So because of the volatility, options are going to be your best friends, because when XYZ hits 47, you could say, okay, instead of buying 1,000 shares at 47, putting my stop loss at 46, I could buy $1,000 worth of calls. And if XYZ goes bankrupt, I'm going to lose $1,000. If it goes to 42, I'm not going to get shaken out of my position. What if XYZ goes to 42 and then back to 55? How mad are you going to be if you got stopped out of that trade? It'll be one of those situations where I had the right idea, but I wasn't able to hold it. Setting a limit on the number of dollars you're putting through the options market will allow you to generalize in certain areas of the market. Options in this market, despite the fact that I made all my money trading stock today, is your best friend. And remember that in this market. So that's the type of strategy that I would apply right now. In terms of feeling good, all right, this is from many points, so I'll drop it on you. Staying positive and happy. You have to work hard and never give up. You have to be open to criticism and keep learning. And more importantly, surround yourself with happy, warm, and genuine people. That's sort of, or a lot of what our community tries to bring with you. You're probably filled with negative emotions today. Once you replace those negative thoughts with positive ones, you're going to start having positive results. In a market like this, it's very easy. How many of you guys I'm talking about out there? I effing hate this, I effing hate that, this, I'm so depressed, that. You have to love yourself in this market. The fact that you're here and watching this now means that you're doing something positive for yourself. Love yourself, because it is important to stay positive, because from within that positivity, it's the beauty that comes out from inside. You are what you feel. Continue to love yourself. And remember, this day is over. As Lyndon B. Johnson says, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Tomorrow is yours to win or lose. That's why we talk about the strategies and the things that you can do for the next day. A positive attitude can really make your trading dreams come true. It did for me. And a strong positive self-image in this market is the best possible preparation for success tomorrow. A strong positive self-image is the best possible preparation for success tomorrow. Coming in a happy mood, coming in a better mood, you're going to trade smarter. You're going to make less and fewer mistakes. You cannot have a positive P&L and a negative mind. That's quoting Mark Melnick. You cannot have a positive P&L and a negative mind consistently. Work hard, stay positive, get up early. It's the best part of the day. And adopting the right attitude can convert this negative stress that you're probably feeling, as most traders and managers are feeling, into a positive one. I spoke to a money manager right now. His account is down $8.5 million today. He is absolutely devastated. He said, I was going to go out, I was going to drink, I was going to I'm not going to say the drug he wanted to use, but it's very illegal. And I basically was telling him to relax and just log into the Newsbeat Show, because I'm going to make him feel better. And every day there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact on our lives and our tradings. You have to trust in what you know, for in them is hidden the gate to success. And a positive attitude causes this chain reaction within your brain and overrides the electricity communications in your brain, in your amygdala, which always stores your negative emotions. And this positive attitude causes this electronic scientific chain reaction of positive thoughts throughout your brain, despite the events and outcomes that have happened towards you. It is a catalyst, and it sparks some extraordinary results. And just remember, positive anything in this world is always better than negative nothing. And when you are enthusiastic about what you do, how many of you traders are going to have trouble getting out of bed tomorrow? You're going to hit the snooze on your alarm clock a few more times. I know who I'm talking to. Come on, I only know because this was me at one point, and this is how I came out and overcame it. And I think it's a very important thing to talk about right now. And when you're enthusiastic about what you do, you feel this positive energy. It's very simple. Positive thinking will let you do everything better in the market than negative thinking ever will. Your attitude is almost, what can I say, like a box of crayons that color your world. Constantly color your picture gray, and your picture will always be bleak. Try adding some bright colors to the picture by including humor, and your picture just begins to light up. Correction does much, but encouragement will always, always, always do more. And believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create that fact. It's amazing. Your life of a trader changes very quickly, and if you allow it, it's going to happen in a very positive way. As Michael Jordan said, always turn a negative situation into a positive situation. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm looking at these charts. I'm looking at all the things that happen. I'm looking at the blood in the streets, so to speak. And I know what I can do tomorrow. And I'm prepped right now and planned on what I can do tomorrow to make that better. I hope you guys enjoyed the Newsbeat Show. Happy trading, make money. And we will see you guys here tomorrow on the Newsbeat Show, and tomorrow morning on the Newsbeat live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening.